All right, what's going on, Fishful Thinkers, and welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is John Minchek, and this is my channel, Fishful Thinking Fishing. And we have a pretty gloomy day here. We are at Shim Creek, and we got the kayak with us here in all her beauty. We're gonna go out and see what we can get. It's just gonna be artificial only kind of day, throwing really small artificials. Got 2 rods with me. I'm doing basically Ned rigs, and just gonna see how it works. It's right after a big cold front, so the trout were impacted a little bit. And so we'll see how the day goes. Just gonna come out here and cruise around, have a little fun, and see if the bite's any good or not. So thanks for being here, guys. Let's go fishing. All right, y'all, so we're gonna float down a little bit. Bait of the day is gonna be this little salty Ned shrimp on a 1/10 ounce Ned head jig head. And so we're just gonna see how it goes, just kind of float around. Low tide is at 3:30, so I decided to get out here at a low tide because we have insane winds today. 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and so anything like above this grass is just going to be way too windy to fish, at least for me. So I waited till the low tide so I can get out here and be below the grass and kind of hide from the wind a little bit. Not that it's not going to hit me. We're going to get very good winds today, but it'll help a little bit. And so let's just kind of go with the current. It's about 12 o'clock now. We'll fish for a few hours, and then when the tide switches, we'll follow the tide back up the creek and go to the very back. And so let's just throw around, see what we can get, y'all. You guys know we got to put a little Dr. Juice on this thing just to give it some good scent and rub it in there pretty good. And then again, I like to put it on my leader line just so it kind of gives that much more of a scent. So it's extremely dirty under there. I mean, every time I pull up, I'm pulling up some grass. And so we'll just keep this camera right here on for a little bit until I can find some fish, and then I'll cut my chesty camera on. All right, y'all, so I'm not on camera because we were just kind of trolling around and seeing what was happening. I got a trout here, and he swallowed it, y'all. My hands are all wet from that trout. Oh, I got another one. Oh, no, he got off. All right, there's a little trout spot right there. And basically, I'm dead sticking it to get him to bite. And it's a very tough, honestly, it's a very tough spot to fish. What the heck is going on with my jig head? Okay. All right, well, my jig head just for some reason is just like bent all to crap. Probably because it's a cheap jig head. So we're gonna have to change that out. Ain't gonna lie, it's been a pretty frustrating like first hour of fishing. Not getting many bites, and with the winds kind of pushing me around, and the wind and tide are going against each other. And so it's really hard to keep still. Now sometimes that can benefit you, and then certain times it will benefit you on a kayak, but other times it's a pain in the butt. And right now it's just a pain in the butt. All right, we're gonna put this little guy back on there and then paddle back up and see if we can get us another one. All right, now we're rigged back up. Let's get back up there and see what we got going on. Oh, got a bite there, but he spit it. Yep, oh, come on, a little small one. They're way out. All right, bite there. But again, just the wind and the current, it just pushes me right on top of them. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get in a little better position here to at least try to catch 1 or 2 of these things, but it looks like I'm just gonna get blown right back around. Nothing right there. Yeah, there's one. Had to leave it sitting for a second. Just had to leave it sitting for a second. Oh, what we got? A little bitty sheep's head. That is awesome, y'all. I've never caught a sheep's head on artificial before, so that is my first time. I love that. I had to leave it sitting for a second, but I got him. He's small. Gonna throw him back. See you, buddy. So basically, I'm just letting it sit Just giving it just the tiniest of little pops off the bottom and then just letting it sit. That's the only way it seems like I can find a decent bite. See you fishing behind me again. So we'll see. All I got right now. All I can do. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Okay. We got something nice here. What do we have? Redfish. Redfish. Awesome. Here. Make this a little easier. Cool. He felt bigger, but that's okay. All right. So, out of this one little spot here, we have got us a little redfish, a little trout, and then a little sheep's head. So, some sort of slam, I'll call it. I don't know what kind of slam to call it. The inshore salty Ned shrimp slam is what we're gonna call that. And this little spot right here has a few fish on it. Easy, buddy, easy, don't do this. All right, there he is, y'all. Beautiful little fish here. Gonna go back. The salty Ned shrimp slam. All right, so let's get back over there and see what we can get on. See if we can get any more bites. I won't spend too much longer at this spot if we don't catch any more fish, just because it is a difficult spot to try to find the fish. I couldn't tell if I had a bite right there or not. All right, y'all. I'll take that all day, every day. 3 little fish. I mean, nothing to brag about yet, but all in one spot. So I'll take that all day long. But this is kind of the first little hole that I've found so far. I'm gonna make some casts around this bend here. Kind of just float on up. That was bottom. Oh, there we are. I just threw it in there. And we have us another trout. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. All right, we got him. We got him. I just tossed it in there and he hit it before I could even make my first twitch. You can tell these trout don't have a ton of fight to them. You can tell these waters are real cold. But again, this is probably the best trout we've caught yet. That's a beautiful trout right there. He would probably be a keeper, but I'm not keeping any fish today. And especially after this cold weather, these trout need a break. So we're gonna get him back real quick, just like that. Go ahead. All right, that was cool. Let's throw back over in that same little spot. But about this is having this low tide like this. It really has to centralize these fish into one spot. And they'll just kind of hold there till the tide comes back in. So if you can find that one decent spot, you'll find some pretty good fish. Get some tight lines and have some fun. The rod I'm fishing with today, y'all, is a toadfish, 6'8", medium light rod, fast action, a 2500 size Daiwa Regal. Yep, Daiwa Regal. Little cheap little Daiwa on it. And it gets the job done. And just kind of leave it sit for a second. Don't push me around, wind. Come on. I went back here so I could avoid you. That one lone fish there. That's so weird this time of year just to find one trout in one spot. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. All right, on the move again. Looking for some fish. On the move again. Just can't wait to get on the move again. Just kind of slowly cruising up through here, real slow. Around this bend here. This looks like a pretty good place for some trout to be. Kind of out in the middle of this thing, just in the deepest part of it. Then they see my little bait come swimming by. Sometimes they hit it. But it is shallow over here. I'm about to hit the bottom. Need to cast more towards that bank right there. It's obviously the deepest part of this little bend right here. And that's where the fish will be. But it's so beautiful back here at a low tide. Everything's just exposed. It's pretty cool, y'all. Beautiful low country. This is very ideal for what you're looking for this time of year at a low tide. About to make a change. There we go. I felt that guy. There we go. I felt that guy. Yeah, come on over here, buddy. Oh, didn't even turn this camera back on. There it is. Oh, no, it's not. There it is. Just fight these trout real soft. This is a nice one. I say a nice one, nice compared to what I've been catching. So, there we go. I'll take this one. I'll take this all day long. Yeah, that's a nice one there, y'all. That's the biggest one I've caught all day. I don't mind that. Put the net right here. And let me get the pliers, because he swallowed that thing, y'all. Look at that. That thing's way down his throat. There we go. Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Don't know what that was, but another nice trout here, guys. This is my best one of the day. And found him in this little bin right here, and it's working real well. Right, oh, these fish are right where they're supposed to be. So let's get a cool picture, and then we'll let him go. All right, we'll let him go. See ya, dude. You know one thing I always forget is a towel. I always forget to bring a towel, and these trout are so slimy. Kind of just leave it on the bottom with some little pops to it. And that's it. Now another bite, a small one. Found a good little hole here with some trout in it, so we're gonna have a little fun until we're not having fun anymore. Dang, there we are. There we are. That's a better one. This is a nice one. If I was keeping trout today, it would be great, but I'm not. All right, another beautiful trout. Beautiful trout. Where's my net? Oh, right here behind me. Of course. I mean, these trout, they just got hardly any fight to them. They just got hardly any fight to them. Poor guys. These poor fish. Come here, buddy. But one thing about it is they're hungry, because that cold weather that came through put them in a bad place. So they're hungry. And how I know that is they are inhaling and swallowing every single time I get a trout to the boat. It is almost swallowed the lure. Slime off my hands. Having a good time out here, guys. Finally found a good bite, which I'm very thankful for. Oh, the battery's died, so let me change my battery out before I make another cast. Dry my hands off. All right, let's make another cast back over there. Turn ourselves sideways here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I know there's fish in the area, so what I wanna do is try out a new lure here, and I just bought these today. It's the Slim Swims Smoke Hologram. Kind of looks like a little glass minnow. And so all we're gonna do is put on this Ned rig and just slowly swim it across here. As we're jigging this shrimp on the bottom, we're gonna just kind of slowly retrieve this little small paddle tail. You can see it's a very small little paddle tail. And see if that'll help us with this wind, because this wind is brutal. My line's got this big swooping like sea figure in it, and just makes it tough to feel the bite sometimes. So let's just try something quick and new. Super easy to get this off and switch it back over if we don't catch anything. Now, let's see what happens with this guy. No twitches, not yet. Just want to see if we can catch one like this. And this is a good time to use new lures. Whenever you know there's fish in the area and you just don't have that lure. But it could be bad right now because the fish are so lazy that they're really not biting unless the bait is stopped. And so we'll just see if they'll bite this or not. So far, nothing. So far, nothing, y'all. Well, I guess I didn't want to fish with that lure anyway. Just another day on a kayak fishing adventure with John. Let's make a switch to this little Ned lock here. And see what we can do with this one. Sunshine feels good, that's for sure. All right, we'll make some casts as we go along here. See if we can't pick us up a couple as we work our way down to our next spot. All right, y'all, so this is what I'm talking about with the negative tide here. So all this is normally underwater. This right here is a boat ramp. And so now I cannot go through here to access anything back there. I don't even know how much water is back there right now. And so I may be at the end of the creek here until the tide comes. So I'll have to just wait on the water to come in. But I'll see if I can kind of get around and go up under this dock and see what we can do and see if we can get back any further. But I don't know, guys, this is crazy. This is pretty doggone low. Let's see what we can do. Might have to do some walking. All right, so we're gonna get out and we're gonna do a little bit of walking. A little walking fishing. All right, so what do you do whenever we have a negative tide and you run out of water and you can't really get your kayak through any of that? What you do is you get out and you get your feet muddy and you start walking. All right, we are back here on the kayak, and after almost sinking in some pluff mud, I think we got enough room now to paddle through. And I only had to wait like 20 minutes maybe. I knew the tide was coming back in. So I think we're gonna be able to paddle through here and keep fishing a little bit. Looking good. Looking good. We are down to our last battery here. I only brought 3 with me. So, we'll get as much footage as we can. All right, y'all, we made it through. We back here now. Oh, no way. First cast from the kayak and I hook into one and he doesn't make it to the boat. But I stood right there, literally, for about 20 minutes casting. I did catch one, but I could have kept standing there. There it is, another one. Okay, that's a better fish there. That's a better trout there. Okay, yeah. Beautiful trout. Big trout. Big trout. Oh, he slammed into the kayak. Oh God, he's wrapped around everything. Oh God, this is bad. He's gonna get off. No, he's not. No, he's not. All right. Beautiful trout there. He's probably 18, 19 inches. Biggest trout of the day. Good fighting trout. Oh. And we're gonna let him go. That's awesome. There's another one. Okay, well, what the heck? I'll take it. But it wasn't, it wasn't but like 10 minutes in between me walking back to the kayak on the spot I was just fishing, not really catching anything. I caught one standing there. But then I get in the kayak, and now I'm catching them all. All right, another trout here, getting released. See ya. Wow, okay, these trout are fired up. All right, see if we can get us a little triple action here. 3 in a row on 3 casts. None on that cast. Well, we didn't get 3 in a row. That's all right. That's all right. Well, one thing I can say, it's been a great day. There's another trout. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest one. Definitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, nice one here, guys. Good fighting trout. Good fighting trout. Come on over here, bud. These trout, you want to fight them easy. You see how I'm kind of not horsing him in, not fighting him real hard? Oh, this is the release over 20. Mr. David Flad. This one's for you, buddy. This is a release over 20 trout here. He's 100% over 20 inches. He does not want to come over here neither. He does not want to come to this net, but that's all right. Whew. Nice one right here, y'all. Look at that trout, guys. Biggest one of the day. And he is barely hooked. He's actually hooked on the outside of the mouth. Y'all see that right there? That's wild. That's wild. That's out. All right, he is right on 20 inches. So, released over 20 trout. Big, beautiful trout here, guys. We're gonna release him. And coming right through here is where I had to paddle through last time. And so the tide is definitely coming in because I'm being able to pedal through here. And so that saves me a lot of time. And so we'll work our way back. Starting to get a little colder too. Going against the tide. I'm gonna make a few casts. That wind's getting cold too. I'm glad I made the decision to turn around and head back because it's starting to get chilly. But we still need to catch another fish, if not another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know? Oh, that was an excellent bite right there. That was a phenomenal bite. I don't know what that was. Oh, what the heck am I hung on? How the heck did I get hung? Gotta be an oyster bed, yep. When it comes off that easy, probably just an oyster bed. There's one. There's one. Right where he's supposed to be. Another trout. Not a bad one either. Come on over here. Come on over here. Jesus. Oh, got him in the net. Not very graceful, but we did it. A beautiful trout right here. Whoa. There he goes. Well, that was a beautiful trout, and now he's gone. That's okay. But I think I will end it on that trout right there and work my way back. And if I have any more fish, I will let you guys see it. But if not, thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate you watching to the end. We had a ball out here today. This little lure right here works perfect in the wintertime. So if you don't have one, it's just a salty Ned shrimp made by Z-Man and just got a little Z-Man Ned head on there. And obviously, it works pretty good. So if you like this video, do me a favor, give me a big thumbs up. And if you love this video, do me a favor, please subscribe, share this video with your friends, your family, and anybody that you know that loves fishing. I'm here to teach you guys. Again, I do personal one-on-one lessons online. So message me if you're interested for that. Love you guys. We'll see you next time right here on Fishful Thinking Fishing. Peace.
If y'all enjoyed that video and want to see more of the Fishful Thinking Fishing YouTube channel, go on over to my page where I have over 100 videos just like this one and watch all of the fun-filled fish catching action with some tasty recipes. Please consider subscribing. Thanks, and we'll see y'all again on the next one.